Chris McRae. Next week I'm accompanying some young Chinese ladies to Bangladesh to talk to the founding family of BRAC. I think many of you may know that BRAC, having distributed primary learning to 750,000 village children, has just recently been asked to put all of its content onto a sort of digital learning nation platform. So my question is, what do you think of that idea, and is Bangladesh ahead in that, or how does a digital learning nation work?
Investments actually help us further education in the 21st century. Let's look at infrastructure. I mean, there are things, we had an example in January where Jack Ma, who runs Alibaba in China, said in 60 years, Walmart was on this course to go to every rural village in China and actually deliver goods and services in bricks and mortar schools. But in 8 years, we actually leapfrogged by using e-commerce. So I'm not saying that there's a direct parallel in education, but we need to just think differently about the changing world and how we actually react and interact with what the reality is. And can we think forward? And I think, looking at innovation, we need to not be afraid of innovation. I used this came up during a dinner last week, which I thought was really interesting. Would you go into an emergency room or an operating room and have a surgery in an operating room that looked like the operating room of 100 years ago? Probably not if you had the option to go into a 21st century operating room or one of 2016. Yet every day we're sending children to have brain surgery in the most unreformed institution of the last century. The classrooms of today look like the classrooms of 100 years ago, and so we need to actually think a little bit differently, because what it really